was here, you could go down there in his big canoe. Not have to worry about the sharks. The canal. All the trees are starting to lose their leaves. Autumn, so they call it in America, fall. One long winter over here. There's the cows. One belong now when we arrive into Carrick and Shannon, as my dad would say.
Let me the chapter stock egg. Cora drummer rusk, Lua. Shannon and Barna the Woodall. But I'm not with us up till the here no there.
How's that? I was just going to say Coradum Roosk. And the intercom come on and he said it for me. And that's what Dad used to say. Coradum Roosk.
We will shortly be arriving at Carrick on Shannon. Please mind the gap. Thank you for travelling with Here No There.
Train now arriving in Coradum Roosk, Carrick and Shannon. Here we are in Carrick and Shannon. Waiting for this door to open. Oscar and Doris smashed the hut. Here we go. Carrick and Shannon. Wasn't that long ago I was picking up Julie and Gianna from here. Leitrim Ireland, Carrick on Shannon. Here we are. Well, we're not in lovely Leitrim yet because we're actually in the Roscommon side of Carrick and Shannon. But we're close, we're close. As I said, this side is on the Roscommon side. We're across the bridge into the main part of the town, and we'll be in lovely Leitrim. Got the memories here. Picking up Mossy, dropping off Mossy, and Dad was here, Mum was here. I was here with Kelly and Aideen. And I was also here not so long ago with Julie and Gianna. We got a photograph taken here. There goes the train. On its way to Sligo. Now, I've been inside the station house there. Tom Phillips used to live there. I was kind of friendly with his son, Colin Phillips. Colin got run over by the Sligo train when he was a young fella and lived to tell the tale. I actually said to him, the man that stopped the Sligo train. Beautiful day, it's overcast, very mild. God, this brings up memories. Spirit of Mossy and Dad and Jerry and everyone else that was gone is here still. Okay, I've still got a kilometre to go till I reach Carrick and Shannon. As I say, this station is in Roscommon, not Leitrim. It's actually in Cortobba. As I was saying, the station's in Cortobba. I used to work here many years ago for Telecom Éireann. The yard is now empty. So obviously all the fellas used to work here no longer work for Telecom Éireann. A few characters there. A few of them are gone. Anyway, that's history. I don't get this. About 500 metres back there, the sign says Carrick and Shannon and Caldron Rusk. 1 kilometre. And I've just walked 500 metres and it says 1 kilometre there. I must have walked around in circles. And there's Boyle. That's where Gabe Collins is from, Boyle, around that area. Brian Collins, Mickey Collins, and all the Collinses. Very sad. I was here with my ma back in September and stopped in to visit Bridge Nolan. Unfortunately, Bridge passed away since then, so fantastic people, her and her husband Frank, who passed away previously, a few years back now. Actually stayed there myself on a few occasions there. Always very welcoming people, very friendly people, great characters. So I'm really glad I stopped in and see Bridge with my ma. R.I.P. Bridge. We're just coming up to the roundabout down here. This is where we stayed with my mum and Julie and Diana a couple of weeks ago now. So we're in, what are we now, October? We're here in September 2025. So we had a good old time, nice and close to the town. Just in there. Across this road here. So that's where we stayed. We stayed in there, in the Gale. It's quite a nice place to stay. And there's the majestic Shannon. The broad, majestic Shannon. There's the Moon River. Had a few big sessions on board the Moon River back in the days. Bouncers of Cartown House. We had a Christmas party on there. All the big lads from Cartown House, O'Gara, Stevie King, Furness, Malachy, Big Davy, Mickey Flynn. Had some crack on that boy. Had some crack on that. Dromrouche Town Centre. We've made it. So I'm trying to figure out, did I do a kilometre walk from the station or a kilometre and a half? And there's Ging's pub. There's a fire there a couple of years ago. They still haven't reopened yet, but they're doing a great job. A lovely stonework on it now. But that's where me and Brian Whelan used to have a band called the Sons of Breffni. We used to rehearse down in the basement there. And we're walking across the bridge now. And we're walking from Roscommon to County Leitrim. From Roscommon, as Liam would say, Uncle Liam used to call it the land of the frying pan. Now we're walking across into lovely Leitrim. And that's where we stayed, in one of them apartments there where the boats are. Overlooking the Shannon. What a beautiful town this is, especially in a lovely summer's day. There's the Landmark Hotel over there. And there's the broad, majestic Shannon. So we're halfway across the bridge now, so say we're in Leitrim. Lovely Leitrim. Okay, so basically we'll walk through Bridge Street here and then we'll go up through Main Street. I remember my dad coming in here a few years back. I was living in Carrick at the time and he got off the bus and my dad hadn't been home for 35 years and the first thing he said, "Sean, it's changed." And I said, "What would you expect after 35 years? Nothing stays the same." There's Coffee's pastry shop, or something that does, well, stay the same as Crime's pub, but not really, because I should stay in the bed upstairs there. So that has changed. Still a great pub, still run by Liam, and they've got a hotel at the back now called Crime's Hotel, run by Francie. Good people. And this place has changed. This used to be called the Anchor Bar. And that was a great pub. You went in there and see the likes of old Jim Gorman in there. Sitting there with his cap, having a pint of Guinness. What's it called now? Deli's Bar. That was the Anchor or the Anchorage, I can't remember which one. Oh, Jim called me, sitting there one time. He had his cataracts done. And I says to him, "Can you see better now, Jim?" After getting his cataracts operated on. He said, "Fucking trouble is I can see too much." That used to be Tom's butcher shop. And that used to be like a souvenir shop. There's Tom's butcher shop. And that place there, I think that was Freddie's place. I'm trying to think of Freddie's second name. And Freddie was like a news shop. Holt's. Freddie Holt come out and the car broke down outside and Freddie went to push the car. Unfortunately, Freddie died of a heart attack. And, years ago, there used to be supermarkets all up the town here. They've all gone. They all moved out to Dublin Road. More restaurants there where the supermarkets used to be. Apparently Devil Air, I spoke from them steps many years ago and he got booed out the town. The barrel store. That used to be called the Mariner's Reach. My coffin. We had a few pints there many a time, Mum and Dad. Mick and Ann McMahon. And Frank and Bridge used to join us. We used to have some cracking there. That's the old pound shop. Still there. One of the big changes, McHugh's Bar. That used to be called Tom Burke's Bar many years ago. Tom Burke's Bar, and then Tom died. Seamus took it over. And now it's McHugh's Bar. Good bar. I don't really drink in there that much now, but a very good bar. And there's the Leitrim Girls flags flying. So I wonder whose card that is. That's the colours of the team. The Leitrim Girls. I don't think they'll be flying green and purple flags in Carrick because this is St Mary's country, blue and white. Played a few games at St Mary's. I always wanted to do that because my father played with St Mary's, so I wanted to play with St Mary's, which I did. A few games of them. Then I come back living Carrick and Shannon, and the Leitrim Girls were starting up, so I went out and played with them. Now they're the best team in Leitrim apparently. Touch wood. Let's hope they do the job tomorrow. Costello's Chapel. It's supposedly the smallest chapel in Europe, built in 1877. So we look inside here. Tells you about the Costello Memorial Chapel, a remarkable example of one man's deep love for his wife. This tiny Roman Catholic chapel on Bridge Street in Carrick and Shannon is the smallest in Ireland and reputedly the second smallest in the world. When Mary Joseph Costello died at the age of 47 on the 6th of April 1877, her heartbroken husband Edward Costello had her body embalmed and placed in the care at the Mary Sisters on Carrick and Shannon. He immediately commissioned this beautiful chapel in her memory and as a last resting place for them both. So you come in here and they're still together. There's the coffin. Coffin's seen better days. There you go. There she is there. So, died very young. God bless her. Beautiful little chapel. Lovely stained glass windows. There's the clock. Now apparently many years ago that clock was in the middle of the road here. And my grandfather Tom McGovern used to sit on that clock. Watch the traffic go by. Flynn's Bar. Drunk many a pint of Guinness in there. Probably the best pint of Guinness in Carrick and Shannon, along with Cryans. Also Dunn's Bar has a good pint. I don't say there's a bad pint in Carrick. My dad used to work in Flynn's when he was a teenager, 15 years old. Carrying big weights of big bags of coal and moving barrels of beer. Dunn's Bar, remember that was owned by Paddy Barrett many years ago. And poor old Paddy retired, it was closed for many years. And then Paul May took it over. That's a great pub too. Late night bar, good bands at the back. There's the bank. Mel Powell from Ashfield used to work in there. Eugene, pretty sure it was that bank he worked in. There's Kieran Reynolds' butcher shop. Played with him for St Mary's many years ago. St Mary's Church. Come on, the Leitrim girls. Oh, Jesus Christ. You right, Kieran? Good pal, yeah. Old Paddy Garrity old shop there. OV's been there for many years. There's the old tavern, it's called the Potch Still now, on Potch Still. Good pub. Potch Still. Somebody had a good night last night, fucking spewing up against the wall. And there's the bush. That's where the grandfather used to work when he was kind of retired, semi-retired. The Bush Hotel. There's actually a room dedicated to Michael Collins in there. If you stay there, they'll open the room up and you go and see it. There used to be a shoe shop many years ago. Got a pair of Doc Martens out there. And this pub here used to be Paddy Garrity's pub. Sorry. Paddy's Bar. Paddy was a gentleman when he schooled my father. Coffee shop there. That was the Sinn Féin shop. Now the Sinn Féin shop is around the corner. And there's more Leitrim Gales colours. Come on, Leitrim. Buffalo Boy, that used to be called Wee Glances. Brian Whelan has that now, it's a steakhouse. And there's the Swan. That used to be where all the characters from the park used to drink. The Swan Bar. Best pint to give this, won't you? Wouldn't argue that, because as I say, every pub in Carrick has a good pint against. That's up to the park there. Murder's Bar. Got the stag nights and hen nights start off there, and this used to be Taylor's old shop, Eamon Taylor. You wouldn't recognise it now, it's Indians in there. And that used to be Joe Cryan's butcher shop. Joe's the character. He's still around town. The butcher shop is no longer there. I'm going to wander in here soon and get a haircut. Tipsy Taylor now. I don't remember that pub being there many years ago when I lived in Carrick. This pub here is supposed to be a good bar. It was a quiet bar and I lived here many years ago. But it's a good bar now anyway. I used to live down here in the Leitrim Road. A dump of a house, to be honest. But I had to take what I could get. The last one on that little row of houses. I don't think there's anyone living in them houses now. Vince Doherty used to live in the first one. The Buff, they called him. That was owned by John Ellis, who was a Fianna Fáil TD. Kelly's shop shut down. Used to be a good little shop. And we're going in to see Mad Mick the barber. Mick Masterson. This boy is legendary. See if he's still open. Don't cut his ears off, Mick.
Hello there, Sean. How are you?
How you doing, pal?
The unusual chair.
It is a very old chair.
Very old chair.
That came over bar in 1960.
I bet you used to cut Vince Doherty's hair too, didn't you?
But it used to be in a bar for years and then it was thrown out into a shed.
Oh,
And then my boss got it.
yeah.
Yeah, he did. How are you keeping it, yeah?
Oh, have still above ground, so I'm not too
Still
bad.
above ground. He isn't calling you up above.
Not yet.
Out past the cosmos. Into outer space.
Yes.
You ever followed that, yeah?
Well, I
It's
do.
very interesting, I love it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're realising now how vast the whole thing is.
Yeah,
It's
oh,
incredible.
yes.
And it's expanding, but yes,
Yes.
which makes it worse. That new horoscope that they use, it's you know, so far
Yeah.
in time, like, go back in time,
Oh, sure, yeah.
millions and billions of years,
It's hard to imagine, isn't it?
isn't it? Well, you couldn't imagine it.
I was telling people stories about this man many years ago, and he left an American fella in the seat,
Right.
shaved him, and went in the bar for a pint.
That's right, I did show it. And that's the whole here. He was awkward.
Did he come and get you? Did he?
He did, and I had to ship him below on the swan.
Who had the Swan then? Was it Matthews?
Swan bar, Riley's one.
Riley's, oh, yeah.
Riley went in, Paul Riley went in, got based in a what.
Yeah.
Between a few of them, we got him shaped.
Yeah. Did
American was going mad, you know.
did he buy you a pint?
I don't know, I don't remember much of it. You know the Yankees, like.
Oh, yeah.
The Yankees and the Germans are the hardest you ever put up.
They call this man Mad Mick the barber.
Is that right?
He's not that crazy, really, are you, Mick?
Not too bad. Huh?